everybody to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top four seeds, the time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick, but finally able to get it down.
What a job by this defense. Really confusing. The quarterback jumped in front of it, and they come up with an interception to get this game started. The question I have, Chris, can this quarterback, with all this hype, put that one behind him and get ready to play a good game the rest of the way?
Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, will try to run it in. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal, upcoming. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's third and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's swarmed by the defense.
What a stop by this defense here on third down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Testing the right side here. Powers through the tackle. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. It's a short completion of a big tight end. It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but it's also recognized the heads-up play. They're in the right place, just the right time.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Running with purpose. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. We'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the left. Plenty space at the 20. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Heading left after the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Dropping back. It's Sayin. Receiver makes the catch. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st out of the 46.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards and a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. Runner finding some space, though. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Trying to create here on the move. Catch is made down the middle. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and with a quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to create better field position. Returning this one from the end zone. And he's tackled at the 2. Bad decision to bring that out. Great coverage. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Handoff running right. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. To throw, it's Marshall. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And this run goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And the pass is incomplete.
How about the call here? They go with a screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession ended in a pick. 1st down, we're going to throw the ball. And the sophomore a little bit too much air under that throw.
Well, he's already thrown an interception here in this 1st half. He doesn't want to make a habit of this going forward. Almost threw another one.
Do better than this.
Second down play coming up. To throw, it's Marshall. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Here comes a handoff. Puts in the space at the 50. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long on the 17. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw. It's Saying. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Still going. It's a foot race. He's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking downfield. It's Marshall. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they go up 18 after the PAT. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's saying he'll take a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
PAT is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. Movement here from the tight end. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 41.
Nice job up front, opening up that hole, and look at this Texas running back just running physical for a nice first down. Texas running backs. Chris, come on, you know better than me. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, more recently Bijan Robinson. Incredible history in Austin when it comes to these backs, and he's living up to it today.
There's a design quarterback keeper. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
On the
Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. They'll try the option play here. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. On the run here, lets it go. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he will make the 1st down, tackled at the 26. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Receiver makes the grab. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Almost intercepted. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds. Incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. trying to get the throw off. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Sayin. He makes the grab. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Bringing pressure. He's got it for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that is no good. After the miss, it's still an 18-point lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Return it brought down. Sets up the next drive. Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. It's a run to the left. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
But the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Marshall. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback keeps the football. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
It almost is like the quarterback just said to himself, I got this. I'm going to find a way to pick up this 1st down. He gets the first and keep the chains moving.
The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Saying, looking to the end zone. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Let's it fly to the wideout. Pass hot. Can he get in? Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
And the call is a quarterback sneak.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down. But no. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. That's like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Touchdown, Texas. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, I'm surprised here, but it worked out. 4th down and goal, quarterback sneak. The offensive line got low, got a good push to give him just enough room to get into the end zone.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Graham. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
Get a grab, baby!
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. And the single back takes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And this run is right through. And they add to their lead. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick from the very first play. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Grab near the sticks. It's Graham. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The throw. It's Marshall. Makes a quick grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense has got the football. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense has 6 points.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets him a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set it down for the offense. First down. Keeping it on the ground here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Stop defense.
Scanning the field. It's Marshall. Makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
Man, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Longhorns. Just ran away from the defense. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets some space around the 30. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You'd never count these guys out.
You set it down to the offense. First and 10. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's shoved out of bounds for the defense short of the first down marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And here's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
Now it's second down here. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a short gain. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They feed the fullback this time. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll use the ground game here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. Give it to the back again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. Here's the handoff on first and goal. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And third and goal, they'll try to run it in. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a fourth down. Longhorns will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. And they're trying to punch it in here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short game. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive